Earful Tower with all of her G.
Now that might sound like a familiar jingle. That's because this is the band, Slim and the Beast. This is Aaron, Aurelian, and Sam. These are the guys that did the jingle for the first ever, I think the first couple of seasons of the Earful Tower. And well, welcome to the show again, boys.
Thank you, sir, for having us.
So these guys were, if you're just tuning in and you're wondering what's going on, these were the guys that were on the first ever podcast episode of the Earful Tower. And now that the third season's over, I thought that we'll all come together to Buttes Chaumont and you guys would play, what are we going to play, two, three?
Three songs? Two or three songs? Yeah, three songs.
We're going to go for 3 songs live in Buttes Chaumont, right? So before we even get to introducing ourselves, I thought maybe cameraman Eddie could do a little pan to show where we are. The Buttes Chaumont Park in the 19th arrondissement of Paris. On what day?
July 21st.
That's right. Saturday, July 21st. Beautiful afternoon in Paris. The kind of time that you want to be sitting in the park, hanging out. So, I figured everyone that's tuning in now, I want you to leave a comment if you can hear us. The sound's alright. You can see us fine, and we're going to get started. But we'll do a little bit of a quick introduction first. On my left is Sam.
That's me.
Where do you fit into the band?
I fit into the band as a singer and a harmonica player, and we all songwrite together. So
how many harmonicas do you own?
I've got 13. One for every key, and then
Lucky
an extra.
13.
One for every month almost.
There you go.
But
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And then to my immediate right is Aurélien, also known as Aurélien.
Yes.
Is that a French name?
It's a French name, yeah. It's like it's a Latin name.
A Latin
like
name.
Marcus Aurelius. So
Yeah.
you can just say Aurel or Alien.
Alien.
Our Alien.
And what do you? And you play the harmonica as well?
No, I
There's
play
a clue.
the guitar harmonica. I
Okay.
play the guitar and I sing and write the songs with these two twin brothers.
So that brings us to the third, Aaron, another twin of Sam. If you didn't figure out, and what's your position in the band?
I'm a vocalist and a guitar player
Okay.
and a songwriter.
But you don't usually live in Paris.
I don't usually live in Paris. I spend a lot of time in New Orleans,
Okay, right.
Louisiana.
But you're here now, or?
I'm here now. I'm just kind of going with the flow of life and spending as much time with these boys as I can.
All right.
It's not a bad place to be.
We're on a little European tour right now, so we were in New Orleans before with him, and now he's with us in Paris.
And then soon to be in.
Soon to be in
Sweden.
Sweden for this guy's big day.
So this is the band. You're zooming in, he made me spit. So these guys are going to be in Sweden playing at the wedding, and we're going to talk about that a little bit after. They're also going to be playing some music that's going to be coming up on the honeymoon season. Not today, but that's going to be the music you're hearing. So I thought it was a good chance to find the band. They're linked above, Slim and the Beast, if you're just tuning in. Be sure to follow them. But before we get into your first song, I wanted to talk real quick. No, you know what? I think we get straight into the first song, and then we talk about how you were involved in the first season of the Earful Tower, first episode after that.
Beautiful.
So what are we going to start with?
Carry Me Further?
Carry me further.
This is the first song we actually ever wrote as a band, so kind of
And I think maybe we should say how long you've been a band together for as well.
since about 2015.
Yeah, 2015 is when we
Yeah.
all kind of
The
crossed
end of
paths.
2015.
Yeah.
Okay, so 16, so we're in the third year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys on the Paris scene, third year in, Slim and the Beast, about to play live music, and then one more look for the people tuning in. We're about to walk all the way up to that Indiana Jones style. I don't even know what it is. Gazebo. Yeah. And we're gonna play along the way. So 3 songs. I'll get out of your hair. First, I'll show you.
Thanks, Oliver.
Slim and the Beast. Now it's not a regular, hang on a sec, it's not a regular walk show because we're going to be sitting and walking and playing. So if you got comments, Eddie's going to read them out as well. Feel free to leave them. But Slim and the Beast, take it away with Carry Me Further. I'm going to get out.
Carry me further than places I know. Green of the hillside covered in snow. If I get lost, no moon in the sky. Find me a bed and make me a fire. I need some time out here to myself. Settle me down and drink to my hell. Dream of a woman with shoulders to cry, eyes that can see through the torturing lies. See my old woman land from this mountain top. Friend leaves are falling fast to the ground. Dream of a woman, shoulders to cry, eyes that can see through the torture and light. See my own woman, tears fade away into the morning light. Oh, 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 dream of a woman, shoulders to cry, eyes that can see through the torture and lies. See my old woman, tears fade away into the morning light. Dream of a woman, shoulders to cry, eyes that can see through the torture and lies. See my old woman, tears fade away into the morning light.
Yeah, woo! All right. Now,
Thank you.
I've been watching you guys leaving comments. If you're just tuning in, Slim and the Beast. A few people in the background, a bit of a crowd, enjoying this. We're about to walk through them.
Oh yeah?
So what I thought we'd do is gather our stuff and get going.
Let's do it.
Talk on the way. So for people who are watching who have no idea, including kids, you guys don't know what we're doing. This is a walk show. We're going to do a talk show while walking, and we're going up that way to the top gazebo.
Let's do it.
Gather our stuff. And I'm going to take someone else's phone so I can take a picture while Eddie's filming as well. I saw a comment from Wendy Cox saying the music was très agréable.
Nice.
agréable. Merci, Wendy.
So
Do we know what that means in English? Do we want to explain that?
that's a good point, Aurelian. You are probably the best French speaker here. Tell the viewers.
Très agréable means very, well, very agreeable, very nice, very enjoyable. Yeah.
Nice to listen to.
It's a very used French expression. Très agréable.
Like is that?
That's
That's me.
Aaron's.
Okay, I just guessed.
And we're off.
So this is where it's going to get a bit tricky, right? So we're going to walk, we're going to talk. Eddie, you're either going to walk backwards.
I'll do it.
Okay. With the sun in our face. I think we walk right through the middle of everybody. Why not? So what I thought we'd talk about, something that's very relevant. I don't know who can answer this best out of you guys, so one of you will have to jump in. Is the park life in Paris. Like, it's quite a busy city, but people like to go to the parks. How important is it to Parisians? Who wants to jump in on that one?
Well, you take it.
Yeah, well, parks are, you know, in every big city you need parks, and like New York, you know, Paris is a very green city, more and more. So this is one of the big parks of Paris called Buttes Chaumont. There's the Luxembourg Gardens, which is beautiful. There's Père Lachaise. There's a whole bunch. So
Does the cemetery count as a park?
maybe not actually.
I think people, it's less likely than people are going there for a beer.
That's true.
But-
Although you have a lot of celebrities in the
You can go have a
cemetery.
beer with Jim Morrison.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Eddie, I think we're going to go that
We're
way.
gonna go
Eddie,
left?
if you maybe show these people, just to give an example of what happens in Paris on a Saturday night in Buttes Chaumont, and we're going to continue on down.
Quite the poppin' Saturday night.
It is busy, right? So where we are in Paris is the sort of northwest?
Northeast. Northeast.
So we're in the northeast of Paris. Do you guys take the metro here, or?
We just walked.
Okay, that's another thing. Paris is a very walkable city. So let's talk about the thing that I mentioned before about how you guys were on the first ever episode of the Earful Towers. Because that was what, December 20.
2016. No, January.
So how things have changed. We've even got people following behind Eddie. Keen to hear more, I think. Slim and the Beast fans, maybe. Earful
Soon
Tower
to
fans,
be.
maybe. But what do you guys remember about that? Because it's come a long way for all of us since then.
I remember that we had a basketball game we played, and we went out for a post-game beer, and we're talking to you about writing a podcast.
That's right. Even before you were, well, yeah, that's true. So these guys are, well, you two were.
We met, actually, Slim and the Beast became Slim and the Beast because Samuel and I met playing basketball, and we, you know, were shooting the shit, as they say. No pun intended. And then we just got together, and we started playing music, and then we were hooking up with Oliver as a basketball player too, and telling him to do a podcast.
That's right. So I went and sat. I think we're gonna go up, Eddie. So you're gonna have to watch your step. But we're talking. I remember we're sitting in the bar and we're talking about an opportunity to do a podcast. And you guys said, so this is the story. These guys said, do a podcast. We'll be your first guest. Make sure you get it going by, I think, next week or something like
Yeah.
that. And that's when we got the first episode. And then, as you guys who watched from the very first second of this video, these are the guys that did the jingle. They came up with it on the spot on the first episode, and well, yeah, it stayed.
Yeah.
Except for the last season when I experimented with something new.
All good things must come to an end.
I think that's true though. Every season of anything, like you know, you got to change
New
things around.
chapter.
And then for people who are tuning in now, you guys who obviously write a lot of your own music, that last song that we heard was new music.
Yep.
What's the deal with the song that you're writing about the honeymoon season of the Earful Tower or something?
The top secret.
I wanna know a
Well,
little
we can
about
talk about it, but we can't talk too much because the guy getting married is with us. So, but it's it's like a road song. It's like a love road song. It's got good groove, good rhythm, nice, easy, you know, to remember lyrics and stuff. So it should fit.
Nice, easy to remember the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
People like na na na's and la la la's and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Some, you know,
Like
there's
Hey
a few-
Jude.
Exactly. It's called Hey Jude Part 2.
Oh man, I'm out of breath. People that are just tuning in, where are we? We're at the highest point in Paris by the fields of it.
I mean, yeah, the beautiful apartment
Show
buildings
around
back
it.
there.
Imagine living up there.
I know.
So where should we perform this next song?
On the rocks?
On the rocks, maybe overlooking that. That's beautiful.
That is exceptional.
Look at that view right
Let's line it
there.
up. You guys jump in and set up. I hope we grabbed everything from over there. Do you want to do it on there?
That's good.
Okay.
Sit here.
Well, while they're setting up, I'll have a chat with you guys at home. I saw a few. I saw a few of your comments coming through saying where you're listening from. Eddie, if there's any, you can read them out as we're going.
We've got hellos
A lot of hellos.
from Texas, California.
Oh, that's a lot of Americans.
That's a lot of America.
So what I thought we could also talk to these guys about between the next walk is a lot of people send me emails and they say, what is there to do in Paris in terms of English events? And the truth is, should we do a loop around this? How long
Yeah,
till you
we'll-
guys are ready?
Yeah.
We'll
do
do a
one.
loop and we'll show around. So a lot of people say, what is there to do? Because there's only like one or two events in Paris in English that are on regularly. But one cool, wow, you can see the Sacré-Cœur from here. Do you see it? The light might be a bit.
I know, you can see it.
There it is. I see Magdalene from Baltimore is watching too. I saw her in the shop. This loop isn't going to be a very good one, Eddie.
Oh no.
Anyway, so what I was going to say in terms of live things to do in English is you can check out music. There are a lot of cool bands playing all over the city. Many of them, like these three guys here, are English speakers singing English. It's a kind of cool thing to consider checking out when you're in town.
We go to Canada.
We gotta Canada. Oh, this is perfect. Did we kick you guys off?
No, don't worry.
Cool, thanks guys.
The lighting's probably better. This is great.
Where's the best lighting from, Eddie?
Oh, this is like magic light. It's silhouetted, but it's beautiful.
Silhouetted but beautiful. I'll come in to introduce you. Are you guys like the what do you call it, the house band? Is that what we say for this episode?
Buttes Chaumont house band.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but-
Buttes Chaumont house band.
Okay,
We live in the park, actually.
so for people, I know people are continually tuning in as we go. You're watching the Earful
You got a
Tower.
fan. Someone says I love Slim and the Beast.
We love you too, man.
Won't be the last.
Woman, yeah. Olivia.
Oh, it's Olivia.
Olivia.
We know her.
That's lovely, Olivia. Thanks for sending your message in. Keep them coming. And also send your questions in because after this song we're going to walk down to the bridge before the next song. And if you've got any questions, Eddie will remember to ask them. But for now, what's the song that's coming up?
It's a song called Tiger Eyes.
Tiger Eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
What do we need to know about that?
It's a song about love and lust and being in love and just kind of it taking over and you know you paying homage and respect to that special woman.
Hey, take it away,
Or man.
Slim and the
Or
Beast.
man, or man,
Or
or
both.
anybody, or any human,
Or all.
any human.
All right.
Or all.
Slim and the Beast, Tiger Eyes, in Buttes Chaumont live. Take it away, guys.
Well, 10 a.m. up again. Oh, he turns his head and then she is. He washed her dress while he lays in bed.
he likes to drive. Yeah, picks her up to go for a ride. In the sea of sheets, they stand beneath the covers, with 3 small words on the tip of her tongue. So swallow me up with your lips, weigh me down with your hips, be my girl with the tiger eyes. Melt my heart with a kiss, wanting more in your distance, be my girl with the tiger eyes. Well, the fear crept in like a spy. It was a trespasser to the front of mine, but she took it away, she buried it deep in the ground. She showed him the beauty of a vulnerable heart. So swallow me up with your lips, weigh me down with your hips, be my girl with the tiger eyes. Melt my heart with a kiss, wanting more in your distance, be my girl with the tiger eyes. Well, 10 a.m. up again. He turns his head and there she is.
Thank you.
Come on, guys. Oh. All right, that was excellent.
Thanks,
we
man.
keep moving? Sir, yeah.
Yeah, we got to. It's a walk show.
All right, let's do it.
That was great. There's some excellent comments coming through that I'm going to try and remember.
Oh, wow.
Tiger Eyes, Slim and the Beast. Slim and the Beast, that's the name of the band. Okay. Slim and the...
Are you on Instagram? We are. Check it out. Here.
Come on.
We made some like cool little flyers here. They're like little stickers.
Just how it works. You come in, you do a live music show at the top of Buttes Chaumont. Someone was asking Susie. I recognize your name, Susie in Paris. I'm looking forward to meeting you for a walking tour soon. But this is the Buttes Chaumont Park in the 19th hour of this one. And that suggests to me people are still tuning in. These guys are selling records. That's a good point. I'll talk to you about this. If you want to follow the band, Slim and the Beast, at Slim and the Beast, Instagram, Facebook, they're all over the place. Give them a follow. Consider buying their album. They're a young band making it in Paris. Help them out. And I'm trying to help them out because they're playing at my wedding and I'm pretty grateful for it. I've lost them. Come with me for the walk show.
What's up, guys? I really
Look at that.
Enjoy your night.
Networking.
Enjoy the night, guys.
Come on, guys. The Earful Tower as well. What's your name?
Yeah, Earful Tower. Follow the podcast.
Excellent. So people, I'll tell you some of the comments that were coming through. Now we'll walk backwards.
Okay. Yeah, we can walk back.
Good luck.
Some of the comments that were coming in. Great harmonies. Sounds like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah, we get that.
We haven't heard of those guys before, but you know, sounds like a nice
Crosby,
band.
Stills, Nash and Young. You're missing one. Do you need a new? Oh, all right.
But I will say that, like, as much as we do sound like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but on the recording that we're about to do, we're going to throw in some modern instrumentation on it, which will, give it more of a twist than just the generic, 70s folk sound, which is awesome. But there's more in store than just what you think there is.
Oh, that's a teaser. That's
Yes,
a teaser
sir.
trailer. What was I going to talk about, guys? Do you remember? Last time they were on the show, we talked about French slang. Remember that?
Yeah, very true.
How's your French slang going on?
My French slang is terrible. French is a hard language to learn.
Take the guitar off, please,
Yeah,
sir.
take my guitar, sir. Yeah, French is a tough language to learn, and I'm trying my best, but I speak baby French.
But the
so-
truth is, a lot of people watching a tourist or want to come to France or love France. Oh, thank you, Eddie.
It's better life.
So,
yeah, but you know, France and Paris especially is a very it's an amazingly international city. So it's
you find
easy
you
to
can get by?
by.
Yeah?
You can definitely get by in Paris. Everyone's willing to speak English or a language that you could probably speak. So I always feel very comfortable here.
And the tip is that a lot of people say on the podcast is as long as you start your conversation, and maybe you guys can attest this, as long as you start with a bonjour in any shop,
Yeah.
you'll probably get by. Even if you switch to English after that, it will make a big difference.
They like that you try to speak French, you know, but often they also like to speak English, so they'll want to practice their English while
That's
you
true.
want to practice your French.
Is that the same around the rest of France, or is that just a Paris thing?
I think it's mostly Paris, because in France, a lot of people just don't speak English, you know, and they're just very proud of.
Yeah, there's a pride.
There's
in not
pride,
speaking
which
English.
makes sense, you know. They love their culture, and it's a beautiful culture. But Paris is that, you know, cosmopolitan city that, you know, kind of breaks a lot of, you know, stereotypes.
Let's let all these people go past us. So
All right.
it's not,
Let's just stop
roll
and chat.
Maybe they want to follow us. Maybe that's why.
I think they're waiting to get to the next song, which we can introduce now before we get there. What's the next song going to be, and who can tell me about it? The last song, I should say. So get your questions in right now and your hellos.
Where can we get their music? Website? ?
We don't have a website right now, but you can follow us on Instagram where we put all of our content.
Don't forget, all these guys are on Facebook right now watching.
Yeah,
They've also got Facebook.
Facebook Love too. We are on Facebook. We have a page. Please give us a like and a follow. And
You can do it while you're watching this, before we get to the next song. Open,
Yeah.
Slim, A-N-D,
The Beast.
Which, if you want to know in 2 words what it means, it's actually Samuel in the back here, who's an amazing writer, and his first novel he wrote was called Slim and the Beast.
It was indeed. And Aaron, when he started playing with us, he suggested that be the band name. I initially didn't
was my
want it
idea.
just because, you know, I didn't want to take the credit for a band name having my previous book, but it's evolved into something different now. So it's great. It started out as a story about growing up in North Carolina, and now it's a story about 3 guys walking on a bridge in Paris.
Yep.
5 guys.
Five guys. True.
So Eddie's giving a pound. Do you think you guys can play
Cool.
this bridge?
Probably, yeah.
If you can try.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's just
And I think what we'll do is you film them and show the park in all its beauty at the same time. But while you're setting up, while they're setting up, I'll talk to these guys as well. I saw some familiar faces during the last song. I took the camera off Eddie and was reading the comments. Deborah Ball, I saw you said something. I saw someone say great idea for a walk. I think this kind of thing is fun. It's beyond just going for a walk with you know, like someone that's written a book about Paris or whatever. This is trying to make a little bit more than just a walk show. So it's comforting to know that you guys like it, because then we can do more like it. I'll also take the chance, not to jump, take the chance to plug what I'm doing as well. So this is, the concept is, it's like a talk show, because I'm interviewing someone, but we're walking at the same time. I call it a walk show. Eddie, the cameraman, hadn't heard of it. No, but what I usually do is I do one of these a week, sometimes 2 or 3 a week, in a closed Facebook group. So if you want to support the Earful Tower, check out on patreon.com/the Earful Tower. If you sign up, you'll see all the information there. I'll let you in this group where I'm doing walks like this all the time. And for the honeymoon season that's coming up August 15th, that's where all the live videos are going to be. The podcast will take a bit of a break because we're going to be traveling. Anyway, check out what's going on here. You guys comfortable?
Super comfy.
So let's, you got your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 'cause I'll take photos as well. Yeah, you guys should all take pictures of everything.
Someone asked where you're from and what the novel's about, if you want to answer that quickly.
While we're taking pictures.
Sure.
So everyone take pictures of each other while explaining where you're all from and the novel, and then we're getting on to the last
Where are we
song.
all from? Aaron, where are we from?
We were actually born in France, in the south, in a little town called Ganges, and then when we were babies, we moved to North Carolina. And
What was the town called?
Ganges,
Ganges.
Ganges.
Like the Ganges.
Like the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we moved to North Carolina, and then we both Samuel found himself in Paris, and I found myself in New Orleans, and that's where we've been for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
And then
I'm from New York City originally, but my parents are French, so we all have both French and American passports, so we kind of, live between both continents.
And I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second while we take a pic that has all 5 of us in over there. And I'll put this on the website later, but quick pic, Eddie, you can...
Oh, 5, me.
Yeah, all of us. Everyone watching at home, you can show
They can watch the photo being taken.
Here's the camera.
yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Merci.
Very
Yeah,
good.
see, okay, continue.
They're in the photo too, everyone at home.
you're-
So yeah, so I'm French American, and these guys are pretty much French American too, in a way, with
Yep,
Spanish
in a way,
origins.
yeah.
Yep. And then the book or the band name?
Yeah,
you said?
the band name. What was the question? It was what?
What's the novel about?
book
The,
about?
the book is about.
Someone
a-
said where in NC? Love in New Orleans though, sorry.
Chapel Hill in Durham in North Carolina. The book is about a basketball player who meets this war veteran and they become good friends. And it's about male friendship and that importance. I wasn't living near my brother at the time, so I was missing him, and wrote a book about the need to have brotherhood in your life. So that's kind of the gist of it.
Which is pretty fitting for the band, I think, too, as
Exactly.
a name, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all kind of brothers.
Is this in the
I
shot,
kind
Eddie?
of think of a brother.
You want it in the shot?
Just a quick note before I go on the honeymoon season. There's a couple of these left. Buy them. They're on the site.
Someone got theirs today.
Someone got this today.
Uh-huh.
Glad to hear it. So I'm going to introduce you guys like the last two on this
Yeah,
last
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Pasadena.
Let's sit down with you. Because what we can do is we can cut this whole 4-minute thing and put it out separately as well, which is what I usually do on the walk show. This is your phone for anyone, right? Okay, good. Because it's very possible to drop it.
Try not to.
So, if you're just tuning in, you're here with. We'll let these people walk past first. Oh, no, go for it. And people will walk through during the recording, not much we can do about that. But Slim and the Beast here on the Earful Tower Walk Show. They're about to play one of their original songs, Pasadena. Let's hear it.
Let's do it.
Oh, and we're in Buttes Chaumont Park, 19th arrondissement. If you want to visit, we're on the suspension bridge right on the north side.
North side, something like that. But it's a very bouncy bridge, so.
So if the thing's shaky, it's not Eddie's fault. Pasadena from Slim and the Beast.
Stayed with my old man underneath the canyon in the white room beside the lake.
clapping around. But that's good. I saw a lot of people that walked past were videoing.
Yeah.
Good sign. Anyway, I think that wraps up the walk show. How long have we been walking for?
It's been a while, huh?
Not long enough.
Not long.
Half an hour, 33 minutes. That's about how long a walk show goes for. We don't want to waste people's time and energy, even if they were enjoying it. We want them to be coming back looking for more. So, we can say a little farewell together if you guys are.
I would love to.
But in case you missed the memo, Slim and the Beast. Slim and the Beast. Is there a way we can do this without being in everyone's way?
Come over here.
No, it's the answer.
Kind of.
Get in the
Check
middle,
them
all
out,
of them.
Slim and the Beast. Aaron, come in the middle, you guys.
Yeah, could you crouch down a little
But I
lower?
don't want to miss some
We need to be up here, actually.
Okay, Slim and the Beast. Slim and the Beast.
Beast Coast right here. You know.
Episode 1 of the Earful. If you want to hear more from them, first check out their stuff on their Facebook and Instagram. Buy their music. It's all there. You'll figure it out. If you want to hear them talking more, episode 1 of the Earful Tower from a year and a half ago, we sat down for half an hour in the studio. First episode, I didn't know what I was doing, but you guys were professionals.
Thank you very much.
And what do we have to look forward to from you guys in the future?
Ooh, well, we're finishing a European tour, so expect to see some cool content. A new album, first album that we're going to record in Barcelona in a couple weeks' time. So expect that to drop hopefully by middle of the fall. And yeah, so a new album. It'll be on SoundCloud and Bandcamp and Spotify and iTunes and everything. But for the moment, we're all on Instagram, Facebook, and just find out more there.
You guys know how it works. Check these guys out. Buy their stuff. Give them a like. At the very least, give them a like. You want to see more like this? Write some positive comments. You guys should go into the comments and check it out. Respond
I'd love
these
to.
guys.
I'd love to
Leave
answer some
comments.
more questions. Ask away.
Yeah, they'll hang around and do it. And lastly, if you want to, if you want to see more walks like this is my job. Check out Patreon. Patreon.com/the Earful Tower. We can do more like this in the future, I think. And when we're in Sweden for the wedding,
Yeah.
I was thinking we could do a little video on the streets of Sweden. Come through. Hey, come through. Hey, it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you, Oliver, for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Seriously,
Guys,
Earful
thanks.
Tower is the best podcast.
Yeah, best
ever.
podcast
Yeah,
in Western Europe.
Yeah. Always.
So we'll all see each other again in Sweden,
Yep.
or with a bottle of rosé in about 2 minutes.
Yes.
But otherwise, we'll see all you guys, the 4 of us together, in Sweden in about, what is it, a week now?
Yeah.
Week
This
out,
time,
not even.
this time next week, I'm getting
Exactly.
married, so you might not hear from me for a while. But see you guys, and thanks for watching. Buttes Chaumont, Slim and the Beast on the Eiffel Tower.
See you guys.
Take
Thank
care.
you, everyone. Thank you.